I finally get a chance to do a comparison with the Denali Ultimate and the AT4. If you guys don't know Frank, he's a salesperson here at Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC. This is his truck. If you would like to purchase this one or any GMC, it is available. However, his truck is not for sale. He's not trying to sell it. But he does have a nice setup here. He tinted the windows. I could barely see out of it. You guys can probably tell that is some dark tint. Holy smokes. But yeah, let's go ahead and compare these trucks. And I'm going to answer some questions that people have been having about what GM should be doing in separate videos on these two trims. Let's get started. Here's the pricing for both trucks. This is going to be for the AT4, and base price is $71,300, and here are all the options. One that sticks out is that Premium Plus package for $4,565. A lot of nice features coming there. And then paint, fifth wheel prep package, destinations right there, and the total price is $88,290. As far as the Denali Ultimate goes, this truck comes pretty much standard with everything. The only options on this one is the paint and high idle switch. Base price is $96,300 and total price is $98,990. So basically, the Denali Ultimate costs $8,010 more than this AT4. Now obviously, the only thing that's missing is the power deployable running boards, and that comes standard on the Denali Ultimate. But up front, listen guys, both trucks look absolutely amazing. I love what GM has done with the Denali Ultimate with this Vader chrome. They have the GMC badge matching it too. You have the forward facing camera, parking sensors, obviously you're going to have painted bumpers. The headlights are going to be pretty much the exact same all the way down to a work truck, by the way. And you guys can see the fog lights, chrome recovery hooks, and they finished this trim piece down below in that Vader chrome. As far as the AT4 goes, again, they did a great job. You can see the differences. They have the red recovery hooks versus the chrome. Also, you have, this isn't Vader chrome. This is like a different color. I can't remember what they call it. I think they have a name for it. Still looks good. You still get a forward-facing camera and parking sensors come standard. This has more of a sportier look, and you can really see that on the hood scoop too. You see how there's no chrome there? They do add a little bit on the Denali Ultimate, however. But yes, the headlights look to be about the same. Although I will say this looks like more of a bright chrome. Oh, that is different. So this is different compared to the Denali Ultimate, guys. On the sides here, it looks to be a little bit darker. It could be with the way the light's hitting it, but it looks darker on, yeah, that's definitely darker, guys. It's definitely darker on the AT4. So there's a little bit of a difference even in here. That's pretty cool. I never noticed that. But apart from that, that's it. There's no other differences up front on these trucks. Off to the side, they're both gonna come with 20-inch wheels. Now I know that a lot of people think these wheels are controversial, and I kinda agree with you. I wish that you could get these as an option for the Ultimate. These are my favorite wheels currently for GM pickup trucks. Clearance lights, Frank did actually black his out a little bit there, but suspension is gonna be the exact same for the AT4, so you have the Rancho shocks on both sides. But check out the badging. This is the one for the AT4. You see more of that color that you saw on the grill up front. But look at the one for the Ultimate. More Vader chrome there, and they have a really nice design. The mirrors have chrome on the Ultimate, and you have the black for the AT4. And you guys see the trim around the windows. All finished in black versus the chrome on the Denali Ultimate. Chrome door handles. And one thing a lot of people complain about on these trucks is you have the Vader chrome and then you have the bright chrome. Some people would prefer it all to be the darker chrome, and I agree with that too. Smart key system only on the front doors. GM, I'm a little upset. On a $100,000 truck, you should have had it on the rear doors too. But they removed that from 2023 and earlier pickups, which I didn't understand. Nothing's going to be different back here, with the exception of the taillights. See, a lot of people don't know this. You have these premium taillights that are only specific to AT4 and AT4X. So you have this darker accent with them. As far as the Denali Ultimate, it has more like a darker red accent, which pretty much matches the Denali and the SLT and SLE trim levels too that come with the full LED taillights. But yeah, that's pretty much the only differences for the outside of these trucks. Believe it or not, the powertrains are actually different for the Denali Ultimate and the AT4. For example, if you want a AT4, this truck does come standard with the gas engine. It's going to have 401 horsepower, 464 pound-feet of torque. For 2024, it's actually made it to the 10-speed stamp-approved Allison, or you can get this optional Duramax diesel. The Duramax comes standard on the Denali Ultimate. This engine in both trucks is going to have 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. They're both made it to the 10-speed stamp-approved Allison, and they both have pretty much the exact same rear ends, 342s, yes, 342s, and they have lockers out back, which are automatic. So this is where things kind of go downhill for the AT4, because you'll be able to see the differences on the interiors. Let's just kind of go piece by piece. So here's the door. You guys see really nice attention to detail, very soft touch up here, really nice design. You see that Kalahari with the stitching and piping, Bose sound system. You guys see all this is finished in plastic, however. Okay, the Denali Ultimate is on another level. Like this right here is just beautiful. You have that real porous wood, soft touch, just like you guys saw in that AT4. However, they do finish this area here all in leather. Speaker grill looks a lot more upgraded compared to the AT4. All the controls are going to be the exact same, however. Now, moving over to the seats, you guys can see these are 16-way seats compared to a 10-way, including the lumbar support. Also, these are not real leather. They still have a nice design, but let's take a look at the Denali Ultimate. It's right down here. Real leather seats, and they have a nice smell to them as well too. Now, as far as the roof goes, you guys can see, well, maybe you can, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, it's kind of dark outside. They do give you a, I guess you can call this a suede roof. Also, they wrap your grab handles in leather too. If you look at the AT4, you'll see that they do not give you leather wrap on these. Now, this is not a big deal for some people. They still give you a black headliner and it still looks nice, but it's not going to be finished in that suede, which has a better appearance compared to this truck does, right? Now, as far as the trim goes, I want to say this trim pretty much resembles what you see on the AT4. Real quickly, let's take a quick peek at it. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same, not a huge difference there. But the center console has an AT4 badge on it, and the screens are all going to be the same. Dual climate control, heated and ventilated seats, all that stuff's going to come standard on both sides. Now, that sunroof and heads-up display, home link, and that rear sliding glass are all going to be an option on this truck. So just keep that in mind. On the Denali Ultimate, all that comes standard. And as I said earlier, you get these powder deployable running boards. And this truck has all the heads-up display, all that stuff standard. But yeah, the screens are all going to be the same, as I said earlier. And here's the center console. They both have the wireless charger for your phone. And that's pretty much it. Let me show you guys the massagers right here. You guys already saw the buttons on the side of the seat, so that's pretty much how you use the massagers for the seats. So they have roll, oh, went too far. They have roll, knead, wave, relief, glide, and it goes back up to roll. Also, you have the back bolster, which is the support here on the side. Lumbar support goes up and down and in and out. And then you have the upper shoulder support. So this is the 16-way seat versus the 10-way on the AT4. Now, if you guys look out back, let me show this to you really quickly. So you can pretty much tell the design on the back. It has like this trim piece here, finished in like leather, seat back pockets on both sides, okay? And you guys can see here, the seats are totally different. I didn't point this out, but you don't have a speaker right here on the AT4. However, you do have this one, because this truck has a 12 speaker Bose versus a 9 speaker Bose. I forgot to mention that earlier in the video. So you have a little bit more speakers for the Denali Ultimate. But I think that overall, this truck definitely has a better appearance compared to the AT4. Here's a speaker grill there. But they're both going to have outboard heated seats, USBs. They both have the storage for the seat backs in the rear, and you have the storage below the seats. But I think that the Denali Ultimate, for $8 grand more, I think I would pay it. I think I would. I think that is worth it for someone like me. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers on the door, and then that'll pretty much end this video. Gross axle weight rating is going to be 5,600 pounds. The rear is 7,250, and then 12.1 is the gross vehicle weight rating. These numbers aren't going to change on either truck. However, this truck has a payload of 3,768 pounds, and that's going to probably be the only thing that's different. You guys can see the curb weight is 8,332 pounds too. Let's take a look at the AT4. So as I mentioned, these numbers don't change, but this truck actually has a higher curb weight compared to the Denali Ultimate, which means it's going to have a lower payload capacity, so 3,695 pounds. Now, the only thing that I can see that would make a difference is this AT4 has the 5th wheel prep package. That truck does not. So that's pretty shocking. I thought that that more premium interior would make a difference, but I guess it doesn't really. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be on the lookout. I am going to be doing some videos on what I think GM should be doing for 2025 for these two trim levels, so you don't want to miss it. See you guys soon.